It's me, the Grinch. Yes, I know it's been such a long time since I have been gone. And of course, probably like a year or two since my last show of Ask a Mean One. But I'm back. Don't get your hopes up yet because I am kind of doing this on the down low. You see, I kind of broke into Jeff Vasquez's house. Yes, this is his living room. You see, he has his Christmas tree still up. And, it's almost 2 weeks past Christmas. That proves that he's a lazy ass. Which means he's actually being lazy writing new material for my show. As a matter of fact, he actually is thinking about canceling my show. That is one thing that I'm angry about. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Alright, what's a happy thought that I could think about right now at this time of anger? The Cat in the Hat combusted into tiny gazillion pieces from a nuclear explosion. Haha! Now that just changes my mood completely. So anyway, let's just cut into brass tacks here and get to our question of the day. Yes, we're shaking things back into the old groove again. Because I think you all deserve it. I mean, I've been gone for such a very long time. You guys deserve a very, very awesome comeback. So let's just get to our question from this viewer who I have absolutely no idea who this person is. But I don't know who half of you guys are, so bite me. Our question from John states, "Where the heck have you been, Grinch? I miss your green sexy butt." Okay, John, let's get one thing clear here. I'm a dude, okay? And since your name is John, I assume that you're a guy too. But I'm letting you slide on that, John, because hey, this is the first time out of a billion years that I've ever been on the internet again. Well, John, the reason why I haven't been on the internet making shows for you guys is because the reason I've been gone is because, yeah, there's been some difficulty. You know, a lot of people have been blaming me for everything, you know, like people usually do. So I've been blamed for a couple of robberies in the mayor's house, a couple robberies in the Whoville Bank, or whatever you call it. And also, I set a couple of old ladies on fire, according to the press. I mean, do they actually believe what the newsprint actually states about me in Whoville? They actually think that I'm that mean? I mean, yeah, I would do all those things. But that doesn't mean that I actually have done it. So I've been questioned by the police. They've brought me in. They've arrested me. They, like, sprayed my whole entire face with f***ing pepper spray. I mean, look, does that anymore? So I got aggressive. I beat the crap out of a couple of other cops. They all pretty much, like, tried to strangle me. They all created like a mosh pit. Me against all of them. There was this really big fat one, though. I have his address. He has something coming. But anyway, those cops are really aggressive in Whoville. I thought that was only a New York City thing, or anywhere else in the United States. But Whoville, which is a whole nother planet, they're all aggressive and they started tasing me. It really hurt. And I had to beat the crap out of that dude, too. He also has something coming. So yeah, apparently there's been these little misconceptions that have been happening in my life. Which is why I haven't really been around to work for Jeff Vasquez in the JV Media studio, aka doing this show. So apparently that's the reason why I've been absent for the majority of the time. But I'm trying to persuade Jeff to, you know, bring me back in a couple of episodes at least to keep the Ask Me in One groove going. Because we all need a little Grinch in our lives, especially if some of us are this sexy. So thanks, John, for that question. Hopefully that answered your question. And hopefully you don't think differently of me because you know very well that I'm innocent, right? You just saved yourself a whole can of whoop ass. So anyway, let's get to another question. Yep, that's right. 2 questions in 1 episode. Hardly ever see that, huh? So, this question from Stacy states, "What did you do this past Christmas?" What do you think I've been doing, Stacy? Are you stupid or something? I was actually in jail in Christmas. But I managed to escape. That's another thing I didn't say earlier in this show. I'm kind of on the run, which is why I took 10 airplanes, 2 cabs, 5 buses, all the way over here, back to JV Media Studio. So I don't think the cops would be able to locate me in this area. I mean, first of all, it's out of their jurisdiction, so them. But anyway, back to the issue. I basically spent my holidays trying to find my way here to JV Media Studio. But on my way over here, I managed to stop at a couple houses and steal a bunch of their gifts. Yep, keeping the Grinch tradition going. And apparently I managed to find a couple things, like this iPod Touch and this computer, or a laptop, as you may say. That's also green, like me. Yep, and a bunch of other things, but they're all located in my sleigh. So I stole a couple gifts, and a couple of refreshments, and a bunch of other My goodness, people ask for the stupidest things. That's why I have stopped stealing gifts, because people never ask for anything cool anymore. I mean, that used to be back in the day, but now it's just horrible. Jesus, what's wrong with you people? I'm gonna hit up the rich neighborhoods next time. So basically, that's what I've been doing. To answer your question, Stacy, obviously, I've been on the run, stole a couple of gifts from a couple of houses, and beat the out of Santa Claus, as I always do, and made a couple of towns miserable, which is the highlight of my Christmas. And if you don't like it, you can go yourself. So, that's pretty much it. I'm really glad to be back on the internet. Hopefully I can come back and persuade Jeff to put me back on the internet. Hopefully this video will allow him to think more about me instead of the stupid other things they have planned for JV Media. Sometimes I just gotta knock some sense into him. But don't worry, I will be back, so this won't be my official last return. So keep rooting for me, keep rooting on the show, and if you haven't seen any of the Ask a Mean ones, why don't you go to the YouTube channel, Spider2491. There you will find all of the Ask a Mean ones from first season and some of the second season, which we wish to continue. So, thank you all for watching. Missed you all so much. So glad to see you guys again. And of course, stay Grinchy!